What's up, guys? Welcome back to my corner. And I'm Kiana. That's not my intro. What's up, guys? It's Kiana, and welcome back to my corner. So, I'm like joking and lighthearted at the beginning, but really this is a serious video for me, and I'm not gonna cry because, well, I've already cried, and I don't want to mess up my makeup because I have things I'm doing later. I have videos ready to upload, I have vlogs to post and whatnot, but I decided to come on here before I uploaded those videos and upload this one. As everybody knows, in the world right now, Hurricane Ian just decimated half of Fort Myers, Florida, and other parts of Florida, but mostly Fort Myers, Cape Coral area, Naples, Punta Gorda, all of that around there. I know that all of Florida has been affected in some way, but Fort Myers, Florida is where almost all of my family lives. I mean, that's a little dramatic. I have I don't even know how to describe it. I have an uncle in Tampa. I have family in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, but I have two families in my family, if that makes sense, that live in Fort Myers. Not only that, I have family friends that I know of theirs that live there that I love and have grew up around. So basically, my aunt's husband's whole family lives in Florida, basically, and so it's just really hard for me to see the damage that has been done. I feel like Florida is my second home. I feel like Fort Myers, Florida is like a second home to me. That's where my family lives. I go there every summer. I've gone there every single summer since I can remember and spent the summer with my cousins and my aunt and uncle. And I have grew up there, basically. I feel like I have grew up in Fort Myers, Florida. And I had all the intentions of moving down there next year after getting my nursing license, which I still plan on moving down there. The hurricane is not going to scare me away. But I'm in Ohio right now, and we probably aren't going to see anything from the storm. I mean, we'll probably get rain, some wind, some cloudy days, but nothing even close to what my family is experiencing right now. Some of the footage, some of the pictures my family was sending me, posting on Facebook, I mean, there was like several hours, days where I wasn't hearing from my family, and they chose to stay and stick it out. And yes, everybody's safe physically, but I know that mentally they're probably traumatized. Just watching the news and seeing all the damage to the neighborhoods, to people's houses, to the whole community is crazy, because there's people who've lived there, born and raised, and made so many memories, and it's like your whole life, everything that you've ever known has just been taken from you. And it's just hard to wrap my mind around, because I can't even wrap my head around how my family is probably feeling. It just leaves me speechless. It just feels like a dream, and I almost feel like I can't feel the way I feel because I'm not really directly going through it and experiencing what everybody else in the exact situation is feeling. But I usually don't mind to watch the news and see what's going on in the world, and yes, it breaks my heart to see when any disaster happens anywhere, but when it's your family, it sounds selfish, but it hits different, like, because it reminds you of how anything can happen to you, to your family, anyone you know and love. And I pray for everybody that's been affected by the storm, the Carolinas, Georgia, everywhere that it's going to hit, and still is right now as I'm speaking. I just can't believe the damage that has been done. I mean, I just cannot. Fort Myers Beach was completely destroyed. I mean, it's like no longer at all. And I basically grew up on that beach. I mean, every year when I would go to Florida, every time I'm in Florida, I go to Fort Myers Beach. I mean, that's just the beach that I've always known. And my aunt has always taken me there. One of my aunts, who has basically started the trend of moving to Florida, she has made so many dreams come true for so much of our family members. I mean, none of our vacations or trips will be possible without my aunt and my uncle who live down there. And I'm not really saying too much about them because I'm just trying to respect their privacy and things like that. But my one aunt that has been down there for years, I can just only imagine how she's feeling, because like that, she's lived half her life down there. She's had her baby there. I mean, her whole family is there. And my uncle and his whole family is down there. But I just appreciate the fact that my aunt did what she's done for me growing up, like going down there and spending summers with my cousins and her, and I will cherish those memories forever. I always plan on cherishing those memories because going down there and seeing my family is always the best time. But I'm going to cherish them even more now when I go down there, it'll never be the same. And all those childhood memories I made are gone, but especially for my cousins who were born and raised down there. And it is just so hard to imagine that your whole community, everything has just been taken from you, and there's nothing you could have done. Even if you left, I mean, your house, anything was still going to be destroyed. And my heart is with everybody going through this, every single person. I just cannot wrap my head around it. It's just so unbelievable. I hurt for my family. I think about them every day. For the past couple of days, I've been at work and I've just been in my head. Granted, I have anxiety and all I think about is negative things anyway, but I've just been, and there's nothing I can do. Like, I can't fly down to Florida to help my family or help anybody in Florida. I can't mail them anything like a care package because, like, it's just, when you feel helpless, it's just so hard. And I try not to message them and call them too much because there's just so much they're dealing with. I don't want to bug them with my issues of missing them when they're dealing with issues of where are we going to stay? Where's the power? Where's the water? Like, things like that. And if you haven't been up to date on Hurricane Ian, if you haven't watched the news and you've been living under a rock, please go watch the news and see. It's depressing to see, but this spreads awareness to people, anybody going through a natural disaster. If you're ever told to leave your home, if weather officials ever tell you that it's going to be bad, sometimes yes, sometimes it doesn't always end up being bad. Weather actually, not to turn into a nerd, but I took a meteorology class in high school. Weather technically cannot always be predicted. It can be hypothesized and inferred, but Mother Nature and weather is always going to do what it wants. Always, no matter how prepared we are. So if you're ever told to evacuate for any reason because of the weather, or to take shelter, or to do whatever, always do it. Even if nothing happens, you knew in that moment you were going to be safe. And a part of me wishes my family would have evacuated, but the important part is they're alive. And in that moment, I can't say I'd really know what to do either, because a hurricane especially is just so unpredictable. It could say it's going this way, and then literally the next hour it's going the next way. I mean, you have to be on top of that stuff. You have to be prepared. Even if you aren't prepared, you shouldn't be judged for it. You know, things happen. And some people don't have the luxuries to leave. I mean, sometimes you have to stay. I just hope that everybody who lives on the beach left, like on Fort Myers Beach. I hope everybody who lives anywhere close to it or on it left. Hopefully any homeless people or anybody like that found shelter before things were bad. I mean, it's just so scary to think about women, like children, families who could have been lost. I mean, of course there definitely was. There has been fatalities, and that is just so hard to wrap your head around too. I just wanted to say something about it because I wasn't going to, but because my family was directly affected by this, and it was in a place that I have gone many a time since I was a child, it really hit close to home, and it really has broken my heart because the world is a scary place and you never know what's going to happen. A war, a natural disaster, and life can be taken from you at any minute. And I'm just so happy that my family is okay physically. I know that not everybody can say the same, and that breaks my heart too. And it's just so crazy the things that can happen in the blink of an eye. But my heart is with everybody affected by Hurricane Ian. These effects of this are going to last forever. So if you have any way of helping anybody affected, you should definitely help, because these are the times where we all need to come together as a community and put all the stuff aside and just come together if you're able to. So that's all I have to say. I hope everybody watching this, if you live in Florida or you know somebody who lives in Florida who is affected, I hope that you're okay. I hope they're okay, and I really hope that Florida can come back from this. I'm talking too much, but I pray for everybody. My heart is with everybody affected or that knows anybody that's affected, and I'm praying for my family. My heart is going to forever be broken for all the people affected, and I know Florida will never be the same, but we will try our very hardest. I don't know why I'm saying we, because I did not go through this. I'll make that very clear that I'm not trying to have a pity party for myself. My heart just breaks for my family and my cousins and things like that. I don't even really know what to say anymore. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be posting regular videos after this. I just wanted to come on and say what I needed to say about Hurricane Ian, specifically because my family was affected and a lot of family friends in Florida. So keep them in your thoughts and help out if you can. That's it. Peace.